will be gone. Our queen and all her elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing fell and wrath, for that she, as her attendant, has the lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling. And jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train, to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers and makes him all a joy. And now they never meet in grove or green, in fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen, but they do square!
Are you not he?
Thou speaks the right. I am the merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile when I have sat and bean-fed horse, neighing in the likeness of a filly foal. Oh! Sometimes lurk I in a gossip's bowl, and when she drinks, against her lips I bow up and down her withered dewlap pour the ale. Sometimes the wisest ant telling the saddest tale, sometimes for a 3-foot stool mistaketh me, and then slip I from our bond. Old town topples she, and Taylor cries, and falls into a cough, and the whole choir hold their hips and laugh, and wax it in their mirth, and sneeze and swear, a merrier hour was never wasted there. Oh, but room fairies, here comes Oberon.
And here our queen. Would that he were gone.
Ill met by moonlight. Proud Titania.
What, jealous Oberon? Fairy skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton, am I not thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know, when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of Corin sat all day, playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Hippolyta. Why art thou here?
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love for Theseus? Didst thou not lead him through the glimmering night from Perugina, whom he ravished, and make him with fair Iglis break his faith, with Ariadne and Antiopa?
These are the forgeries of jealousy, and never, since the middle summer spring, met we on hill and dale, forest or mead, by paved fountain or by rushy brook, or in the beached margins of the sea, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But with thy brawls, thou hast disturbed our sport. The spring, the summer, the childing autumn, angry winter change their wonted liveries, and the mazed world, by their increase, now knows not which is which.
Changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of mine order, and in the spiced Indian air, by night, full often hath she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embarked traders on the flood, when we had laughed to see the sails conceived and grow big-bellied with the wanton wind, which she, with pretty and with swimming gait, following, her womb then rich with my young squire, would imitate and sail upon the land to fetch me trifles, and return again, as from a voyage, rich with merchandise. But she, being mortal, of this boy did die, and for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day, if you will patiently dance in our round, and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. The fairies away, we shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove, till I torment thee for this injury. Fetch me that flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it, on sleeping eyelids laid, will make, or man or woman, madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again, ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
So I'll put a girdle around the earth for 40 minutes.
But who comes here? I am invisible, and I shall overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? One I'll slay, the other slayeth me. Thou toldst me they were stolen into this wood, and here am I wood within this wood, because I cannot find my fair Hermia. Hence, get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not in plainest truth tell you I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that do I love you the more. I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel, spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me, only give me leave, unworthy as I am to follow you. What worser place can I beg in your love than to be used as you use your dog?
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for am I sick when I look on thee.
Hast thou the flower there, welcome wanderer?
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee give it me.
Sing me now to sleep, so then to your offices, and let me rest.
You spotted snakes, double-tongued, thorny hedgehogs, be not seen.
Newts and blind worms do no wrong. Come not near our fairy queen. Hence, away. Now all is well. One aloof, stand sentinel.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. Be it ounce or cat or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair, in thy eye that shall appear when thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
One turf shall serve as a pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and a single trove.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off, do not lie so near.
Take the sense, sweet of my innocence. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so but that one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchained with one oath, so then two bosoms and a single trove. Then by your side, no bedroom me deny. For lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
For Lysander riddles very prettily. Now must be shew my manners and my pride, if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. But gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off in human modesty. Such separation, as may well be said, become a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant. And good night, sweet friend. Thy love never alter till thy sweet life end.
Amen. Amen. To that fair prayer say I, and then end life, when I end loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep, give thee all his rest.
Have that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest I have gone, Athenian, found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirring love. Oh, night and silence, who have we here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despised the Athenian maid, and hear the maiden sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul. She durst not lie near this lack of love, this kill curtsy. Churl, upon thy eye I throw all the power this charm so. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep his seat on thy eyelid. But awake when I am gone. Promise now to Oberon.
Stay, though thou kill me, sweet Demetrius.
I charge thee, hence! Do not haunt me thus.
Wilt thou darkling leave me? Do not so.
Stay on thy peril. I alone will go.
Content with Hermia. No, I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena, I love. Who will not change a raven for a dove? The will of men is by his reason swayed. Reason says you are the worthier maid. Things growing are not ripe until their season. So I being young till now, ripe not to reason, and now touching the point of human skill. Reason becomes the marshal to my will and leads me to your eyes, where I overlook love stories, written in love's richest book.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? Is that enough? Is that enough, young man, that I did never know, nor never can, deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye? But you must flout my insufficiency?
Pray, Lysander! Lysander? Lysander! What? Removed? Lysander? Lord? Out of hearing? Gone? No sound? No word? Alack, where are you? Speak! If you hear, speak for all loves! I swoon almost with fear. No? Oh, then I perceive you're nor nigh, either death or you, I'll find immediately.
Write me a prologue. Let the prologue seem to say that we will do no harm with our sword, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed, and for the better more assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of their fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue, and it shall be written 8 and 6.
No, make it 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 8.
Will not the ladies be afraid of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Gentlemen, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in God shield us a lion among ladies is a most dreadful thing, for there is not a more fearful wildfowl than your lion living, and we ought to look to it.
And therefore, another prologue must...
Nay. We must name his name, and half his face must be shown through the lion's neck, and he himself must speak through, saying thus unto the same defect. Ladies, or fair ladies, I would wish you, I would request you, I would entreat you, not to fear, not to tremble my life for yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, for pity of my life. No! I am no such thing. I am a man, as other men are, and there indeed, let him name his name. And tell them plainly, he is, Snug the Joiner.
Well, it shall be so, but there's 2 hard things. That is to bring the moonlight into your chamber. For you know Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine that night we play our play?
Yes.
Calendar, look in the almanac, find out moonshine.
Yes, it doth shine that night.
Why? Then let a casement in the great chamber window where we play be open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Aye.
What empty homespuns have we swaggering here so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What? A play toward? I'll be an auditor. An actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe! The flowers of odious savors sweet!
Odorous, odorous.
Odorous savors sweet! So hath thy breath, thy Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice, stay thou but here a while, and by to thee will I appear!
Oh, a stranger Pyramus than e'er played here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, marry must you, for you must understand he goes but to see a noise that he heard, and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, of color like the red rose on triumphant briar, most frisky juvenile and eke most lovely you, as truest horse that yet would never tire. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Ninus tomb, man! Why, you must not speak that yet. That you answer to Pyramus. You speak all your lines at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter! Your cue is past, it is never tire.
As truest horse that yet would never tire.
If I were fair Thisbe, I were only thine!
Oh, monsters! Oh, strange. We are haunted. Pray, masters! Fly, masters! Help!
I'll follow you, I'll lead you by the road, through bog, through bush, through brook, through briar, all right! Sometimes a horse out thee, sometimes a hound, a hog, a headless bear, sometimes a fire, a neigh, and bark, and grunt, and roar, and burn, like horse, hound, hog, bear, fire, elephant time! Why did they run away? This is a knavery to make me afeard?
Oh, Bottom, thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an asset of your own, do you?
Bless thee, Bottom. Bless thee. Thou art translated.
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to frighten me if they could. Well, I will not stir from this place. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing, that they will hear I'm not afraid. The woo so cock, so black of hue, with Lord's tawny bill. The crosser with his note so true, the wren with little quill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain song cuckoo gray, whose noteful many a man doth mark, and dare not answer nay. For dude, who would set their wit on so foolish a bird? Who would give a bird the lie, even though he cried cuckoo? Never so!
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note. So is mine eye, enthralled to thy shape. And thy fair virtue's force, perforce, doth move me, on the first view, to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you have little reason for that, and yet to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. The more the pity that some honest neighbors will not make them friends. Nay, I can gleek upon occasion.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Oh, not so neither, but if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood, do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on pressed flowers dost sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grossness so, that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Peace blossom, cobweb, moth, and mustard seed.
Ready? And I.
And I.
And I.
Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks, and gambol in his eyes. Not to him else, and do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal. Hail. Hail.
Hail.
I cry your worship's mercy heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
I shall desire you of more acquaintance, good Mistress Cobweb. Oh. If I should cut my finger, I shall make fault with you. I beseech your name, honest mistress.
Peace, boss.
Oh, commend me, I pray you, commend me to your mistress, Squash, your mother, and to Master Peascod, your father. Good mistress, Peace Blossom, I shall desire you of more acquaintance too. I beseech your name, mistress.
Mustard seed.
Ah! Mistress Mustard Seed, I know your patience well. That same cowardly like giant Oxby hath devoured many a gentleman of your house. I promise you, your kindred hath made my eyes water. Ere now, I shall desire you of more acquaintance, good Mistress Mustard Seed.
Come, wait upon him. Lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my lover's tongue. Bring him silently.
Hast thou yet lashed the Athenian's eyes with the love juice, as I bid thee do?
Yeah, I took him sleeping, that is finished too. And the Athenian maid, sleeping by his side, that when he waked, of course, she must be I.
Stand aside, this is the same Athenian.
This is the woman. But not this the man.
Why rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now but I chide, but I should use thee worse. For thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, being over shoes and blood, plunge in the deep, and kill me too. The sun was not so true unto the day as he to me. Would he have stolen away for sleeping Hermia? It cannot be, but thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look so dead, so grim?
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierced through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What is this to my Lysander? Where is he? Oh, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my house.
Out, dog! Out, cur!
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love sight. Of thy misprision must perforce ensue some true love turned, and not a false turn true.
And fate or rules that one man holding troth, a million fail, confounding oath on oath.
About the woods, go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. All fancy sick she is, and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion see thou bring her here, all charm his eyes against she do appear.
I go, look how I go. Swifter than an arrow from a Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink in apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy land, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be.
And yours of Helena, to me bequeath, whom I do love, and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her has guest-wise sojourned, and heart to Helen is home returned, there to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Disparage not the faith thou dost not know. You shall abide it.
Or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why you grow so rude? What change? Is this sweet love?
Hey, love, out! Tony Turner, out! Hence! Loaded... We hated potion. Hence!
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would add your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I
What?
will not trust your word.
Should I hurt her? Strike her? Kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Oh, hate me wherefore? What news, my love? Am not I Hermia? Are not you Lysander? I am as fair now as I was erewhile. Since night you loved me, and yet since night you left me. Why then you left me? In earnest, shall I say?
Aye, by my life. I never did desire to see thee more. Therefore, be out of hope of question. Be certain nothing truer, 'tis not jest, that I do hate thee and love Helena.
You juggler! You canker blossom! You thief of love! What, have you got my knight and stole my left heart from him?
Oh, fine in faith. Have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What, will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you!
Puppet? Why so? Oh, that way goes the game. No, I perceive she had me compare between her statures. She had urged her height and her personage, her tall personage, her height. Forsooth, she had prevailed with him. What, am I grown? Are you grown so high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak! How low am I? I am not yet so low that my nails can reach unto thine eyes.
I pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. Oh, I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in shrewishness. You perhaps may think, because she is something lower than myself, that I can match her.
Lower?
Up and down, up and down, I will lead them up and down. I am field and town, goblin lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Ye villain, drawn and ready, where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then, to Plenogam.
Lysander, speak again! Thou runaway, thou coward, speak! In some bush? Where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes that thou lookst for wars and will not come? Come, coward.
Art thou here?
Thou recreant, I'll whip thee with a rod.
He goes before me, and still dares me on. When I come where he calls, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I. I follow fast, but faster he did fly. But now, fallen am I in dark uneven way. Here will rest me. Come, thou gentle day, for if but once thou show me thy great light, I'll find Demetrius and revenge this spite.
Ha ha ha! Coward, why comes thou not?
Abide me, if thou darest. Thou runnest before me, shifting every place, and darest not stand, nor look me in the face. Where art thou?
Come hither, I am here.
Nay then, thou mockst me. Thou shalt bide as deer, if ever thy face by daylight I see. Now go thy way. Faintness constraineth me. On this cold bed, to measure out my length. by day's approach, look to be visited.
O weary night, O long and tedious night, abate thy hours, shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight, from these that my poor company detest. And sleep, that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye, steal me a while from mine own company.
Yet but 3? Come one more. 2 of both kinds makes up 4. Here she comes. Cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, just to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so unwoe, bedabbled in dew, torn with briars. I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here will I rest till the break of day. Heavens, shoot Lysander if they mean a fray.
On the ground sleeps found, all applied to your eye, gentle lover, remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of the former lady's eye, in the country proverb that is known, that every man should take his own. In your waking shall be shown, Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill, the man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Come, sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peace Blossom?
Ready?
Peace Blossom, scratch my head. Where's Mistress Cobweb?
Ready?
Mistress Cobweb, good mistress, get you your weapons in your hand and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on the top of a thistle. And good mistress, bring me the honeyback. Do not fret yourself too much in the action, mistress. And good mistress, have a care the honeyback break not. I would be loath to have you overflown with a honeyback, Signora. Where's Mistress Mustard Seed?
Ready.
Mistress Mustard Seed, give me your knee. I pray you, leave your courtesy, good mistress.
What's your will?
Nothing, mistress, but to help Cavalier Cobweb to scratch. I must to the barber's, mistress, for methinks I am marvelous hairy about the face, and I am such a tender ass, that if my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
What? Wilt thou hear some music,
Oh.
sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let us have the tongs and the bones.
To eat.
Oh, truly a peck of provender. I could munch a good dry oats, but methinks I have a great desire to a bottle of hay. Good hay. Sweet hay hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee thence new nuts.
I'd rather have a handful or 2 of dried peas, but I pray, let none of your people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. So doth the woodbine, the sweet honeysuckle, gently untwist, the female ivy sow, in rings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity. For meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors for this hateful fool. I did fall out with her and upbraid her, for she his hairy temples then had rounded with coronet of fresh and fragrant flowers. When I had at my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience, I then did ask of her changeling child, which straight she gave me, and her fairy sent to bearing to my bower in fairyland. And now I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that he, awakening when the others do, may back to Athens all repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I will release my fairy queen. Be as thou was wont to be, see as thou was wont to see. Dian's bud, or Cupid's flower, hath such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes do loathe his visage now.
Silence a while. Robin, take off his head. Titania, music call, and strike more dead than common sleep of all these five the sense.
Music, oh music, such as charmeth sleep.
When thou wakest, with thine own fool's eyes sleep.
Sound music!